Hey, we're live. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. Good to be back home. Good to be out of the makeshift studio. The makeshift studio in Louisiana is now dead and gone. And so we're home.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm struggling today.
So she's struggling. Look at that. Look at that. She got up last night. I said, hey, you want to come on the radio show tomorrow morning? And she said, sure. And then this morning I was like, oh my God. So
my allergies, if you can see, are kicking my butt.
So we got the chat rooms way over there. So good morning, folks. This is the unofficial Intrepid radio program. It's Sunday, and it's always a lot less formal for those of you who might be here watching who don't normally watch on Sunday. This isn't the official Intrepid radio program. This is just our kind of unofficial informal Sunday show for having coffee and all of that stuff. Coffee, by the way. Cheers. Where am I? There you go. Everything's off because it's backwards the way we can see it on the monitor. Well, it's not backwards. It's flipped so you're seeing it right, but we can't see it right. So, Field Guy's pollen comment got blocked out by YouTube. That's funny. Somebody released it though. So Field Guy has coffee. So good morning, everybody. Louis Boyce is in the house. Okay. Steph Cuervo Queen is here. By the way, do you hear the difference in microphones as opposed to the mic that we had to use in the makeshift studio, which was either by the phone or the laptop, because we didn't have this stuff was not down there. And the soundboard was not down there. So there's a big difference in sound. Master Finn is here for at least a little bit before he has to go start doing a home stuff. And here, let me stand up and shift my stool.
Ew.
So
sounds like a personal issue if you ask me.
So we've been home since about 1:30 yesterday. Had no private time with my wife yesterday or at all since I've been home, but I did get to brush up against her while we were making coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was making coffee.
She got too excited, so I had to back off. So Field Guy, nice to see you. Let's see. What, Steph, your comments blocked. I don't know why. I got to release it. I was telling the daughter this is so scary is what we could become. I know it's extreme, but how shit can, maybe it's the word shit. I have marked my comments to not be blocked, but they still get blocked. So there you go.
They're all talking Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
I don't like that show. You know, it's too extreme. It's got some salient points, some satirical, political satire points to be made, but I'm not really a big fan of it. Never swung my clock. So that's swung my pendulum.
Ew. You are so
Here, watch this.
Ew.
So
yeah, YouTube hates the word boobs. That just got blocked.
It does. Field Guy loves the word boobs. So he always gets his comments blocked. Just hit the little X and it'll cancel them all out.
Yeah, I did.
So announcements coming in.
Tell me what to do. What the hell? Scotty. You come home and you tell me what to do.
I have a little bit of color to my face, not much. My body is dead fish belly white, though.
Like my color?
Yeah. I love her color. So you can see my arms. My arms don't get that tan. See? Boom. And you can see right there, you can see how white I am beneath everything. So my face is more exposed.
I feel like you need to be doing this when you cross the arms.
Oh.
Was it like that?
I could do a pharaoh thing.
I don't know how it goes.
Here. You could do the pharaoh thing.
Scotty's lost.
The flail and the ankh, which I don't have the ankh. There you go. I'm a pharaoh. So my rods. Maybe we'll do some rods today. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, Scotty wants to play with his rods.
Yeah, Raini wants to play with my rods.
Ew.
We're talking rods.
Yeah, see?
The rods.
No, you aren't.
That's Rowan in the wings.
She's down
What do
here.
you think you know about nothing,
She's right
little
here.
child?
Owie, that hurt my elbow.
So
Ow, you're touching.
I got to put on my glasses so I can see the chat room from back here. You see, inauspicious start to this Sunday morning show. That's only because I still can't see it from here. I got to be right about there to be able to read it. King Scotty has returned with Queen Raini, says Delaney Pearl Jones. Thank you, Delaney. Texas Joe, good to see you this morning. Let's see who else is in here. I already said good morning to Samia, Field Guy, Romeldian. Good to see you, Romeldian. I got a couple of calls from you that I obviously missed along the way. We'll talk this week. Susie Q, good to see you. She's really get my coffee this time. She's going to go get her coffee. Audrey, nice to see you. Roger Rabbit, nice to see you in the chat room. And who else we got in here? We saw Master Finn and Steph. Scott Allen, good to see you this morning. And Lewis Boyce, I think you were the first one I said hi to this morning. And I love doing the live show because we can say hey to everybody. It's our time. We can do whatever we want with it.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. And so I got to tell you, we rolled in about 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. And Rainey came out and she just kind of stood and was kind of like, hi, welcome home. So it was one of those days for her. It's been a long road to hoe. There was nothing worse in my mind. Now, maybe Rainey enjoyed it because she likes doing her own thing the way she does it and so on. But my mind being away, it was like my wife was like a single mom of 3 kids while I'm away. All I could do is I could help via the internet, camera chats and stuff like that. But she was pretty much on her own here. So it's good to be home and get everybody pulled back together. You got purple hair?
No.
Oh, it's the lighting.
It's the lighting.
So it's good to be home. Oh, you try that sometime with your family. Why don't you go away for 3 months? She's going to go to Alaska sometime this summer, though. Her sister lives up in Alaska. So she's going to go visit her sister in Alaska. So
I would like to go in July and go salmon fishing.
I think you should go in January.
I like January. It's pretty up there.
Pretty cold and snowy.
Hesitate to move up there.
Arctic Circle type of life.
And I went up there January a couple of years ago, and I was all ready to go. I was ready to move up there after being there in January.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'd visit Alaska. I would never move there. So it would have to be just the right setting to move to Alaska. What would make you want to move somewhere remote, folks, compared to where you live now? What would draw you to move somewhere like Alaska? Or say, hey, we are on the radio. You don't come in and start complaining about ants crawling on the floor.
No, on the ceiling.
Okay. All right. Go take care of it.
Okay,
or go ignore it.
You're not understanding what we've said. So if you can't.
There you go. Kids.
Then you go out.
So they pay you like $100 to live in Alaska. Oh, $1,000? Field Guy says. Who pays you? And for what? One time? Or is that like weekly?
Yearly.
Pay me $1,000 weekly and I'll move to Alaska.
They get like $5,000 a year for living up there.
Why? It's a bribe to get people to actually move to the Arctic Circle. You think you don't like winter now? Move to Alaska. So
who said that I don't like winter?
No, I'm saying that in general. I'm not a big winter fan anymore. I get tired of snow and ice and all of that stuff. But I don't mind it in general. But the government, I think, is a one-time thing. Here, so you moved to Alaska, we'll give you $1,000. Ooh, don't spend it all on rent 1 month.
No, and get out. You're being very rude.
Bye.
I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, radio time is not time to do that. Bye.
Do not leave this house.
There you go. Children thinking 9-year-olds who think they can talk to you like
she hasn't been
equals.
Home the last 3 days. She's been running off with Addie, who's kind of a turd sometimes.
Oh, yeah. If they paid me $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 a year. I don't know if that's enough allure to draw me to Alaska. So, is that the doorbell? Is that one of our kids ringing it? Oh, okay. So, Where would you live if you could live anywhere you want? Forest Lake.
Yeah, Forest Lake. I would stay around here, but I would like to buy like 100 acres.
Mm-hmm. I'd get 100 acres. I think that'd be fun. Develop it. See, now we're in the throes of, because now since I had left for Louisiana 3 months ago, we got the notice, and I've mentioned this before on here, the notice that they're closing down all leases of the townhomes that we're in, this whole subdivision here. And they're closing all the leases. They're not renewing anybody's lease, and so everybody has to move out at the end of their lease. And they have the option to buy their side-by-side townhome. Now, we're already busting out the seams in this townhome. We're 2 bedrooms up, and this is the 3rd bedroom down here, which is now the studio and the office. We got to have an office here. I mean, if I work at home and I am doing artwork at home, I can't do that at the kitchen table. So, although I could if I had to. We could buy an RV. We could buy a motor coach and travel around in a motor coach, and you make it work. But so I wouldn't buy this place, and I certainly wouldn't pay the price they're asking. They're asking $230,000 for this side-by-side, just the one unit, not both the units, the one unit we live in. $230,000 to live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. That's kind of slapped together. It looks nice until you find out that there's all kinds of things wrong with the way they put it together.
Yeah, that if you slide anything across the floor, it rips the floor up.
Yep. The things just don't work very well. Yeah. Well, the only way I'd consider buying this place, now, we could buy it. There's a big enough yard because we got a corner lot. We got to see what you could do. You can maybe do some shipping container additions to this house. Blend it in and it would look fine and all that. You could do some stuff, but you start eating away at the yard really quickly. And but there are parks nearby. And so, we look at that. The other thing is, I would be more interested if I could buy this place with both the units, because you could do some recons. This is the wall, and the other units on the other side of that wall, on this side of the house. And we never hear them. There's no big deal that way.
Yeah, you can hear them.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. If anybody's sleeping in there now and we're talking,
is this their bedroom?
They can hear our conversation. Yeah.
All right. So
I hear.
Hey, how you doing?
Whenever people are in, when the last guy Tyler lived there, whenever he was in his office, I could hear his conversations when he was working.
Oh, see, I didn't hear much. Every now and then
Scotty
you can hear their dogs.
Attention to much.
I don't pay attention. I got other things going on.
Yeah, you can hear the tails of the dogs when they whack on the wall.
Thump, 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 thump. So I would buy this place if you could pay $250 for the whole place. I could see that might be worth it, because you could do one of two things. You can expand that into much bigger living space in the house, or we rent it out. And we rent out. We own the rental on that. But I have a feeling they're going to tell you, well, it's 230 times 2. That makes it $460,000 for this place. I don't think so.
And we only have like 12 to 1,300 square feet.
Yeah, it's about 1,300 square feet, I think.
But the neighbor across the street just put up his home for $259. It's a twin home.
Yep.
4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's 2,200 square feet.
Yep. For $259.
For $259. So
now he owns it. I don't know if that was a condo and he bought it, or if it's
probably just like this, rented
probably
and bought it.
Pretty much like this. So you could have warned me about the ear thing. Oh, okay, something totally different. She's burning her maid outfit. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about the Handmaid's Tale. I'll never talk about that because it's not a thing of mine. Raini could talk to it. Raini liked that show.
Yeah, I haven't.
What'd you like about that show?
I don't know. It's been so long since I watched it. I don't know. I don't even know.
There you go. Riveting testimonial.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
I'm seriously struggling today. My brain hurts.
It's okay. You only have to be here as long as you want to be here.
I know. I'll sit here.
So, let's see what else is going on in here. How much is rent up there. Romeldian, our rent for this townhome.
Wait. He's going to tell you the rent, but that's not the prices here anymore. They have gone up way, way up. But go ahead and tell the price.
We started out paying $1,350 a month for this unit. It's now $1,450 in our third year living here. It's gone up every time the lease is renewed. They've upped it $50, and
But
it was
any rental now, because we have to look and have been looking, is $2,000 a month.
Yep, and we're looking at a place right now because we're not ready to build yet. I didn't make my goal down in Louisiana. We'll get maybe 2/3 of what my goal was, how it will finish out for us within the next month or so. But and so that's enough to maybe go into a bank and ask for a loan and stuff like that. We'll have plenty to put down on something, but I don't think we'll be able to build this summer unless, some spectacular things come through. So we're looking at the possibility of renting another townhome closer to the school, because this one's going to be, our lease is up at the end of August and we have to move or we have to buy. Not buying it for $230,000. So, you could get a bank loan, but what's the likelihood of reselling this with enough to even break even at that point? So we're probably going to end up renting another townhome. We drive the kids to the neighboring town, Somerset, which is where they go to school. That's why we drive them every morning. And so we're going to look over in Somerset, and we're looking at a place right now. I've been in conversations with them since last week. A brand new townhomes being built that are 4 bedrooms and 1.5 bath. And it's within just a couple of blocks of walking distance to the school for the kids. And so we're looking at those brand new ones. This is now, we pay $1,450 a month for this. They want $1,800 a month to live there. And I'm like, we're in little podunk Somerset, Wisconsin. $1,800 to rent an apartment, a glorified apartment, a side-by-side townhome.
It's a fourplex.
It's a fourplex.
Mm-hmm.
You're living in a fourplex for $1,800. Hence goes the little meme I put up on my social media a couple of weeks ago that says, America, where you can't get a mortgage with a bank for $700 a month, but you can sure have to pay rent for $1,800 a month. So there you go. Oh, hey, Rockin' Rhonda, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
That goes into the cause, the noble cause, the worthy cause, the glorious cause. Kapla. So there you go. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that very much. So let's see. I'm looking at houses are going for crazy prices right now. My cousin. Now, folks, what is the common sense or the good market acumen behind having gone through a pandemic year where everybody's been shut out? Nobody's making the kind of money they used to. Well, some people are. But for the most part, the country is in shambles financially, and all the new housing going up. They're charging $400 more a month than they used to rent a place. Houses are astronomical. Banks are not giving away loans very easily. And so what's the common sense behind that, do you think? So what do you think? What's your opinion on that? Let's see. I can't even imagine what the remodel price will be, says Steph. Why, thank you, Doug Stack. I'll go spend that on a cup of coffee. For Raini.
Yes, Raini wants to kill all that is living this morning.
There you go. There you go.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. So, guys, what do you think about this whole thing with rent and all of that? Have you noticed? How many of you out there own your own home? I know a couple of you do. I know Matt Finn just went through building his house. Oh, and by the way, our Mexican crew down in Louisiana, they are opening a shipping container business where they're going to start using in their own warehouse and building them all out and then shipping them up and coming and building them. He said he would give us a great price for building our shipping container home. So we still don't have enough cash to put one up. We could probably buy the shipping containers, but we're thinking the most common sense thing to do is going to be to try to just go in and say, here's here, we got a sizable loan amount to put down for a down payment. Can you fund us for getting our land and getting our shipping container home built? So you're getting a 3-lot in Sedona, says Greg Harrington. How you doing, Greg? Sedona, Arizona. I'm moving a newer modular home, 2,300 square feet onto the property for about $250K total cost. There you go. I know shipping container homes, I've seen some people put up what would be the equivalent of a $250,000 house for about 120 to 160 in that range of cost. So that's why we were looking at that. We thought it'd be kind of cool. There you go. So my 20 acres in a home was $285K, says Elderberry. I know I can easily get $500K for it. Elderberry, what part of the country are you in? Where are you? Are you even in the United States? For some reason, I kind of think you're in Australia, but I might be wrong. So Elderberry. Just be careful on what they allow you to build. The container home may not be allowed by code, says Matt Finn. Yeah, we'd have to go through all that. Rainey's also looking at steel homes and so on. We were looking at those before we container homes.
Yeah.
And steel homes.
What's the round hut?
Quonset hut.
You can get a 30 by 40 by 20 foot high Quonset home kit for $8,000.
Mm-hmm. And you can put 2 floors in that, and you can do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, and I've mentioned this, and I don't know if Rainey and I talked to you about this. We got a buddy of mine that lives up north. He's a guy I've been doing business with for 15, 16 years. He's the guy that owned Lemon Squad, and you might see some of their ads. I noticed Lemon Squad, which he's not responsible for now because he sold it all off. But Lemon Squad is now advertising on this show. If you see it, it pops up before the show starts. But he owned that company, and he lives up in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. Small town, North Woods, up on the lake. Nice little house. And as a coincidence would have it, when Sarah Soderlund, who you know very well, moved up with her husband and kids, they moved north of the cities. They moved into Pequot Lakes. They're just down the road and around the corner and up the dirt road from him, out in the thick North Woods in their big cabin home. And so they're neighbors, and they don't even know each other. And they're, 5 minutes away from my friend's house. Well, my friend has a 2.5 acre plot that he put up a big steel building on. Concrete slab. It's all heated. It's like a 40 by 60. And he found that he can't sell it unless it's got a house on it. So he's building a house adjacent to it.
He's not building adjacent. He's putting a house in the pole shed.
Oh, in the pole shed. And he says it's going to be a 2-bedroom. He says, but you can add on. You could add shipping containers on and so on. He wanted us to buy it. He was going to give it to us for a contract for deed for about $250,000 for the acreage in the building and the house and whatever we want to do. Contract for deed, and charges $1,000 a month, no money down. The only downside, it's 2.5 hours north of where we live now, up in Minnesota, and it's in Minnesota instead of Wisconsin. So it's on the back burner. We're looking at it. We got to weigh everything out and see if that's a great choice. The object is to stay where we are, not pull our kids out of the school district here and find something here and build here.
And if we're moving from here, I want a freaking farm. I want a farm.
Yep.
I don't want to move to icy land on a tiny little place. No.
It's not as cold as Alaska, but it's north of here.
It's north of here.
So.
It's different. It's a totally different weather system
once
you get past that certain point. No.
2.5 hours north of here, which is near like Brainerd, Minnesota and stuff like that. It's Paul Bunyan territory, they call it. All of that is it's considered up north in Minnesota. You think it's cold in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. You go 2.5 to 3 hours north of here, you're halfway to Canada from Minneapolis when you get up there. And it's much colder. It's like the weather has a line in there that it hits, and it gets much colder and much icier. Mm-hmm. Scotty Bro says, Mike Yahudi! Good to see you, Mike. Glad you're here. Don't see you as much, but I know you're out there. So good to see you in the chat room this morning. Steve Clark, good to see you. Glad you're here. And Doug Stack, I saw you already, Doug. Thank you, by the way. Beth Kirkham, nice to see you in here. So,
Oh,
Hi, Ellie.
I'm so scared.
Come here. Ellie's going to come and say hi. Boom. She had Sam take her to the park last night.
And today,
Not yet today.
he's still taking us today.
Maybe. All depends on how he feels today. You know, recuperating after
He
being
said he
awake
would.
for 36 hours
Sam's
and driving.
20. You have to remember, he's 20.
That's true. That's true. He's 20 years old, so he recuperates faster than I do. So, although my body woke me up at 5 a.m. today. So, you know, people were asking, it was Teresa had asked me, how did you guys get home so fast? Well, we left at 6:17 p.m. on, what is today? Sunday? So it would have been on Friday. 6:17 p.m. We finally pulled out of Lake Charles,
Why?
Louisiana. And the GPS said we had a 19-hour trip ahead of us. Well, we got home at 1:30 p.m. yesterday. So that ain't 19 hours. or maybe it's close. I don't know. Maybe that's close. But according to the GPS, Sam cut off almost an hour and a half of our time on the GPS.
Right.
He drove for, we left at 6:17, and Pete was driving. Pete rode with us because he lives up in Minnesota. And Pete got kind of tired about 10:30 p.m. and Sam took over, drove all night and drove all day yesterday. There were times I'm watching us zip by traffic on the freeway, and I'm saying things like, "Sam, oh, don't touch that. That'll make noise." On the, I said, "Sam," I said, "there are state troopers that like to tag people going 95 miles an hour down the interstate." And he says, Dad, he says, "I know what I'm doing." I'm like, "Okay, all right." So Sam got us home pretty early.
Elderberry says, Bubbles.
Bubbles, he said. See, that's how people remember you now. You're Bubbles. Oh, what's your earring? Is that a little guy?
No.
It's
Unicorn.
Oh, it's a unicorn. You look like a guy going like this. So, show people your unicorn earring. Unicorn earring.
Not try. Oh,
Boom, there it is.
It's too shiny over
It's too shiny. Light's too shiny on it.
Then turn off the light.
Yeah.
I hate traveling, says Field Guy. I love to travel. That doesn't bother me. Even
Fix your
driving
phone this morning.
doesn't bother me if I'm not in a rush to get somewhere. Driving the last 2 days we're in a rush to get home. So it was just like sit in the car on your butt and go for, 15 plus hours. So we found ways to, we were listening to music. Sam and I were singing Gaelic storm songs for a good couple hours there and stuff like that. And so that's fun. You find ways to eat into the time. What I like to do you know how many things we drove by over the last 2 days that I would love to have stopped if I had the whole family? Well, let's go stop and see that. Let's see that historical thing. Let's go, because we drove up from Louisiana straight north. We went through Arkansas, which was all like this and hilly and bendy. And oh my God, it was like, and we're going like this, in the car back and forth. And so, let's see.
I never said.
Elderberry says, wow, it's been a year since Ellery last came on. She was on when I was home a month ago.
She is not going to say Bubbles for anybody.
Nope, she's not
not
gonna.
even for a chocolate bar.
Not even for a chocolate bar. Because we asked her to. There it is. Bubbles, I get a chocolate bar. Your chocolate bar's over on Mom's desk. So.
No, she'd rather have Hershey's than the Twix.
Oh, it's the Twix right
Gotta
there.
say it again.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
So, closest I ever got to Arkansas was Ruston, Louisiana, on Louisiana Tech campus. Field Guy, Arkansas is the next state over. You haven't been there? I love to travel. I love driving with the family. I love stopping at places and seeing things and doing stuff. That's why my dream would be put off the building a home. Let's buy a huge
I get one.
motor coach.
No, you only get one.
A
No,
used
you
one
only
even.
Get one.
Really nice big one. Put the kids in online school. I could sit at the table there and do my work. And we, of course, simplify. And we drive around the country for a year or two. And we see everything. We go do stuff. as a family and teach kids at home, and don't worry about having a house until we get back. So, and then we write a book. We do a photo book on it. We do photo stuff on, on and videos on, and all the historical places and sites to see it, ghost hunting and all of that stuff.
There's no way in hell I'm leaving my children in a camper alone while we go ghost hunting, and they're not coming.
Well, we'll have to bring somebody. Would have to come with us.
How big do you expect these campers to be? Because
a motor coach. We're talking like
6 people living in a motor coach is.
We're talking like whole bands. The band would travel around in these.
The band has like 2 to 3 motor coaches. Ding
dong.
dong.
Like that. Oh. Well, for the roadies, maybe. So here, let me raise that up just. Well, then your face goes off the bottom. I'll just stand back. So that's something I'd love to do. I'd love to see some comments on that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this chat room over to this side of my screen so I can see it.
Then I can't read it. Thanks a lot.
There you go. But I can. Let's see. I want to see what people are saying. What do you think about the motor coach idea?
Doug says, Steve, I've heard of diamonds in Hope, Arkansas. I think it would be fun to go and look for stuff.
You saw a herd of diamonds?
Mines.
I thought they grew in rock. But I'm
heard of diamonds, not seen a herd.
Not
of
a herd of diamonds. Oh, all right.
Not amused today.
Rainey's not amused today. Love traveling, but I fall asleep in a car ride, says Romeldian. Yeah, and a motor coach, what's nice, it's like a big bus, or you get a big school bus and you convert it, or you buy a converted one, a used one. You drive that around. The only thing that worries me about that, an old school bus that's converted, is breaking down. What if you're in BF Egypt, somewhere in the United States, and you break down? And what's the cost? What, $3,700 to fix that? And I'm on the road?
You would have to learn how to fix stuff yourself there, mister.
I would. It would be like The Walking Dead, the first season, with, what was his name? Dick? Dale.
Rick and Sean.
Dale had the big RV in that, and he was always fixing it. So.
That was the old guy.
Matt Finn says, considering material pricing, I think it'd be a great idea. Plus, you do well documenting your adventures. Yeah, cost of materials. That's what hit us down in Louisiana. We had a lot of people that had insurance covering their damage, but they put their claims in 6 and 7 months ago, and now they're coming back, and the insurance company's finally approving it, and they're finding it's not enough, and they're struggling with their insurance company. Then they find out half the problem is prices of materials have gone up 40% since 7 months ago.
Well, what somebody up here just posted on one of the groups, last year he could have built his deck for $365, and now it's $3,600 to build a deck. That's how much prices have gone up.
Boom. And so that's what we're struggling with. And insurance should, by the way, if you find yourself in that position, insurance shouldn't fight you over that. If insurance is finally paying you, they need to pay you the current cost to get your work done. So FEMA, fix everything my ass. Exactly, field guy. See, and that didn't show up because you used the word ass in it. That's, and I don't care about the word ass. I think it's just YouTube does that. So, yeah, that's the thing. It costs money. And we had people that had $30,000 worth of damage to their homes. FEMA paid them $1,800. So FEMA, it's there to help people, but disaster relief does nothing really other than maybe give you a 10% fraction of what you need to get back to where you were.
We had a fire.
Yeah.
And Red Cross came out and they gave us, was it 2 nights in a hotel? And I think $36 for food for those days.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember any of that rainy.
There was 4 of us. And like, are you freaking kidding? And we had no clothes, no nothing.
Yep.
And they were like, here's your money. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. Thanks.
And it's not like, you don't go expecting that they should take care of me, but that's why they're there. They're there to help you.
Yeah.
But the help is...
That made me more anxious because I think I was not expecting help, but I was expecting more than, here's 2 days.
And it would be like, And I don't expect people to take care of me, but at the same time, let's say you're in an emergency. That's the equivalent of having them hand you, I don't know, a carton of dry milk that you can mix water in, a loaf of bread, off-brand, and a jar of off-brand peanut butter for your family. There you go. That's kind of the feel a lot of these things do, and what FEMA did down there in Louisiana after 2 hurricanes. So Field Guy says FEMA screwed my grandparents over after Katrina they paid him 10% of his land and said take it or leave it, and then evicted him out of his FEMA trailer when he wanted to buy it. There you go. Scotty's making me nervous, says Doug. I feel like I need to get ready for a fight. Come on, Doug. Let's go. Come on, Rainey. No, we don't fight. She just bosses. So Red Cross helped me when my apartment flooded in 95. So, Scott Allen, I'm not saying they aren't there to help. They do help. It's the problem is when you have a huge disaster area, when FEMA came in down there for after the hurricanes in Louisiana, it didn't help people much. It helped them like a drop in a bucket, and didn't really replace anything.
Do you work today, Mom?
Yes, I do.
Mom's got massages at 5:00 today. So 2 massages. So I have to give her a massage before her work. So she's ready to roll. Anyway, so there's that. Buying a house, building a house, buying a mobile, I want to say a motor coach, because that's different than an RV. I wouldn't want to get a truck and tow an RV. If I'm going to do that with my family, I want to drive whatever I'm in. A driving RV that's big enough for everybody, or a motor coach that's big enough for everybody. So you actually do have your home with you. Now, we're about as mobile as the entire state of Texas with all our junk. So we'd be throwing things out. We'd be putting things in storage and all that to be able to accomplish something like that. So, etc. You get the idea. I'd love to take like an old double-decker bus.
No, that's mine.
Like a British double-decker bus and convert it over. I think that'd be fantastic. You have an upstairs, downstairs. You just got to make sure the routes you take don't run you under low bridges. So anyway, there's that. So I think that would be a fun thing to do. You want to be the adventure family, the family explorer types. We do stuff like that. We write a book about it. We do a documentary on it. We document it all the way along for fun. And you know what? That could be a very fun thing to do. Send me house buying vibes. My wife needs to love it, and the offer that someone put in needs to fall through, and the bank needs to approve me vibes. There you go. Put hyphens between all those words, Doug. Doug's trying to get into a house, and he wants to get it. So put out some good vibes for Doug. Let's see. What's everybody saying about this? Steve Clark. I'm like Steve. I'd love to have a ranch again, a ranch or a farm. We'd love to get 40 to 80 acres, something like that. 20 to 40 acres would work for what we want to do. The offer my friend's making me up north, it's 2.5 acres. We could do little bits of things, but then all we have to do is we have to weigh that against where we are versus, location.
We could also get a new build with 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Lakefront property for $159 up there.
Yeah, up there. That's pretty cool.
So that would save us $100,000, and we'd have lake access.
Yeah. So 159 is not bad.
It's 100,000 less
than down here.
No, it's 100,000 less than what Anton's asking.
Oh yeah, he's asking 250 for his. He wanted me to call him yesterday. I didn't see his text message till late in the day while we were driving. His text must have hit me while we were in an out zone, and I saw it late in the day, so I missed him talking to him about it yesterday. When you're there, Robert's family, I'm here to help. No money involved, of course. Oh, damn it. I appreciate that, Matt. I would love nothing more right now than to buy our land and put up the shipping container home or a steel home or a combination of them. That's the real goal I have. So Steve says, I saw a picture of your pond. Yes, I did, Steve. It looks very pretty. You got some nice land there. I like that. So we had 4.5 acres in the big house we had before we got into this. That land that went away, a land and house that went away 3.5 years ago. We had 2 big ponds in the woods. We had forested land. It was really gorgeous. So if you buy land, I'll load up the tractor and chainsaws and come help you guys clear the land. Thank you, Roger Rabbit. I would like to, if we get land that's forested, I want to keep it as pristine as possible. I don't want to take down many trees. I like trees. I would love to have a piece of land that's a little hilly in places with old growth oak trees in them. That would be ideal for me. And some open land for Raini to do that we cultivate, and Raini can do her berry patches and stuff like that. When we were buying the 40-acre place, we wanted to do some of that. It was an embryonic idea with Raini. I had thought about doing lavender at the time because it could be profitable, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, Raini, I'm going to leave you to talk for a minute because I'm going to go use the bathroom.
Oh, geez. So you're going to be gone the whole rest of the time?
Nope. It's not that kind. It's number 1.
All right.
I'm going to get some new coffee.
Okay.
You want anything while I'm out there?
No.
Okay, you have that. Let him have it, Raini.
Hi. Maybe. Now everyone's going to have questions out there because Scotty left me alone and I have to talk. That's the way it goes. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm tired. I'm tired today. My allergies are kicking my butt. What do we got going on over here? I'm going to move the mic. Hopefully that won't mess stuff up. Field guy. Yeah, start a GoFundMe page. You never know what you're going to get. I've seen some stuff on the GoFundMe where people use their race to be able to get their properties bought, which is hard for white people to do because nobody really wants to support white people anymore, right? But do it. Do it. Maybe you'll get what you want.
Hey, everybody, when you use the toilet.
How's the weather? The weather? It was like 89 degrees here yesterday. It was super hot. I did not like being outside when it was super hot. Not when it was, I think it was 45 the day before. Weather here is just crazy. I think it's still pretty warm outside, but we're going to have thunderstorms tonight, so that'll make it totally worth all the heat. I don't know. Let's see. My birthday was good. My mom and dad came over with my brother and his best friend. I got a really long taser. Can't see. Let's see which way we got to go. It's about this long. And Flynn's been a pain in the ass to get out of bed. So they brought me a taser to get him out of bed, which I tell you what, the last 3 days I've gotten to use it. That boy jumps as soon as he hears the taser go off. So that was awesome. And then I got my first vape pen, which I have not tried yet, but I probably will. Yeah, Scotty tried it.
It's right here.
I've got it.
He puffed on it like 10 times. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't. I think each puff is supposed to have like 100 milligrams.
Too much about
it's 100 milligrams of CBD, and he just kept puffing and puffing. It's like, oh shit!
That's what you got.
Down.
Koi, and it's a CBD pen, 100 milligrams CBD. I think it's 100 milligram in the whole thing, not per puff.
No, I think it's per puff.
No nicotine. Here, I took a few puffs on it last night. It doesn't do anything to you. It's CBD oil is in there, or CBD something. Here, see? There it is. Try it.
No, I have to go to work tonight.
It doesn't make you high.
I know it doesn't make me high. You told me that. So what if I have a reaction to it and I feel like shit? Because I already feel crappy today.
Is CBD going to do that to you?
I don't know.
Your reaction?
I have reactions to almost everything.
Well, there it is. I'll probably end up smoking most of that.
I think you already did.
I've had 10, 11 puffs on that thing. It says it has 200 puffs on it.
Yeah.
So I haven't quite exhausted it yet.
No. If I didn't have to go to work, I just don't want to put myself in a new position to not feel well.
Sure.
Because I don't want to lose money tonight.
I understand that.
I'm not trying nothing, but thank you.
What's that one?
Oh, this is just
Let me see.
No, this is for it. This is the battery that you screw
okay.
it in and it.
Nice.
Cool.
It's gonna be like, no, we're not. I have to work tonight. I'm not doing
Durwood.
nothing. You can't talk me into nothing.
That's right. I'm not going to talk you into nothing.
Yeah, you better not.
Hey, baby. First puff's free.
Gross.
Gross, she says. Try Delta 8, says Greg Harrington.
Ooh.
Smokes it and then drops dead 5 minutes later. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool, field guy. And Roger Rabbit says, I don't feel anything from CBD. It needs to be full spectrum for me.
Yeah, well, this is supposed to be full spectrum.
See, I took about 7,
think
8
that's
puffs
what it
on
said.
this in 10 minutes
Maybe
of
not.
time last night, like a cigarette almost.
Maybe that's the other
And
thing I used.
Wait,
I
what
didn't
did
feel
you do?
anything.
Oh, it's a puff bar. I thought it was a.
Sam, who knows these things, says, oh, it's a puff bar.
Mm,
See, I thought it was the little
Scoffs.
cartridges that you screw.
No,
in.
no.
no.
It's a puff bar.
Yeah, it's puff bar, Sam.
Hey, Teresa. Good to see you here. Looking at the chat room over here. And
No, I did smoke a little weed a couple of months ago.
say it ain't so.
But it makes my heart rate go up really high. Not only do I get high, but my heart rate goes high.
Hi. Yeah, she's got other issues. So,
I don't know, Rowan took my phone,
Matt
so
Finn says
whatever
our
it
next
says.
big purchase for the family will be an RV. Yeah. I like the RV. Something, there was something I wanted to ask while we were in here, and I still had you here. While I was out in the kitchen getting coffee. Now I can't think of what it was. Oh, well, it'll come back to me. So, anyway. You know, there's one thing I noticed about my heart last night. And this happens to be quite often. I'm not having heart attacks as much as I'm having one. And Raini read up on it. She was reading it to me while I was doing stuff yesterday here in the office. Because I went out we unloaded our tubs of stuff. We had our clothes and our pillows and blankets and tubs for the drive back. We unloaded those. And I went out to the garage last night while Raini was sitting at her computer. And I wanted to bring all my clothes in and get them hung back up. And they were all on hangers in the tubs. And so I hung them back up. And I went out there and just lifting tubs and stuff. I said, wow, I'm going to be really great for a move of our whole household because I'm moving tubs and I'm sweating and I'm feeling chest pain. And I'm thinking, and Rainey says, you think you're having a heart attack? Do we need to bring you in? I said, no, and it's not a heart attack. Because I'm not, shh, talk quieter, please. I said, not a heart attack. And she looked it up and she said, well, it's called angina. It's the, not vagina.
Yeah, vagina.
If it was vagina, I'd be all for it.
Have your own vagina on your chest. You wouldn't ever have to pester me.
That's right. Oh, pester. It's pestering now.
There's days where you pester, mister.
Where I pester, mister. I'm Mr. Pester.
You're Mr.
Yeah,
Pester.
that's right. There are days I pester.
Yes.
And it's not usually, I'm not like on my knees begging, but it's usually like,
Close.
I'm close. So come on. Come on. I'll only take a couple of minutes, honey. And come on, it's 2 minutes of your time. You don't even have to be paying attention. You can read a book. You can watch your TV show. Give me 2 minutes. So, but no, seriously. So, have fun, Matt and Andrea. Good to see you here. I got to look because I got my microphone. I'm going to drop the mic a little bit so I can see the chat room. The minute goods that come out, they show up.
Right. So
There you go.
did we finish the whole angina talk? So
No, we're not even into it. So she looked into it.
I looked into it. And
see, I've got the little, I carry this little bottle of Nitro with me. If I should ever have what I think is a heart attack going on, you can take this and it opens up your arteries a little bit. You put it under your tongue and you let it melt. And if you still have chest pain, you put another one under. Well, they were talking about what she was reading was this angina is not a heart attack. It's just, what was it? What did they describe it as?
Chest pain.
Just chest pain.
It's a tightening.
And it's usually over here on the left.
Skull.
And so you take one of these, and they're talking about getting on a regimen of Nitro, That
Yeah, if you know you're going to be doing anything to overexert yourself before you even start doing anything, so you don't get chest pain, you're supposed to pop your Nitro.
yeah. So now I know that. 'Cause last night I thought, I'm going to be great at moving. I can't even unload a tub without having chest pain. So, food to eat that you didn't cook, Matt? Oh, okay, that's something else.
And when your chest pain starts, you're not supposed to hold off, which Scotty has done a lot.
Yeah, I hold off. I get a little chest pain and I ask myself,
What?
is that my heart? Am I having a heart problem? I wouldn't normally have chest pain
having
there.
another chocolate
Last
bar.
week
No.
I had chest pain on the
No.
left and I could feel it in my tricep. And I
If
thought,
you eat
"That's
another one, I'm
weird."
going to spank your butt.
Yeah, what your mom said.
She's trying to get a second chocolate bar, but she
No,
came in
they
and
haven't
took.
had breakfast
She
yet.
came in and took my quarter left of my chocolate bar.
Well, I take that back. She had toast. She asked me to make her toast with butter only. So how many before sex? Says Teresa. 2, I think. And they're supposed to.
One before and one in the middle.
1 before and 1 in the middle. They're supposed to flow the blood better.
No. And go
So
out. Don't come
what's
back
one of the
in
big
here
things
unless
with
you're bleeding or
diabetes?
dying.
The
Go
big
out.
things with heart problems is blood
Thank
flow.
you. Love you. Bye.
And what does blood flow do for the male during sexual activity? We all know what that does. And so,
You know what? How about if I just eat the whole candy bar right now all by myself? Okay,
you're
ready?
bugging mom.
Here we go.
There you go. Whoa. Mom's got
oh.
a mouthful of chocolate.
You still want it?
Guys, don't get excited. That was 4 layers of chocolate she just shoved into her mouth.
No, you
I got
will
a
not.
chocolate bar for you.
No more candy bars.
No more candy.
No.
You can have an apple or a banana.
Mom's gonna chuck this light bulb at you.
So that's the way it rolls in our house, guys.
Plastic. It won't hurt too bad.
Yeah, right field guy. That's what it does. He's speechless, he says. Scotty, your surprise will be on the way Monday. Oh, thank you, Steve. I'm looking forward to being surprised.
Here.
They're fighting over Hershey's bars.
Oh, then she smacked her head on the dresser. and
Oh,
she's
yeah,
still
mom's
giggling.
tackling her, trying to get the Hershey bar from her, and runs her head into the turnbuckle, like in WW2 wrestling. Oh, thank you. Oh, I've got a Hershey bar. Oh, mom said no. Mom said no more. So
Spank it.
I'll spank you with the Hershey bar. You know what? I'll make you a deal. You can have this Hershey bar after we pick up the living room.
Okay. give
All
me
your
a
stuff.
fruit.
No, I'll hold on to it.
Give-
I'll hold on to it. When you're done, we'll see what we can do.
To help me then.
You can incorporate anybody else. You can hire whoever else you want, but no candy until you get some work done.
I just set my brain on fire.
Set your brain on fire.
Oh,
I love your hair today.
thanks. I
Looks
haven't
nice.
washed it in a couple weeks.
Oh,
That's my trick.
you know what would look good on you today?
Nothing.
Me.
Pervert.
Yeah. So once you go chocolate, go back to vanilla,
Yeah.
unfortunately, says
Right.
Doug Stack. And then Teresa says, whoa. There's Sam. Your tubs are way out at the front of the garage. My uncle's had 3 heart attacks. He smokes a carton a day. A carton a day? Isn't that like 12 packs of cigarettes? 10 packs of cigarettes a day? That's 200 cigarettes a day. Holy shit, if you don't mind my saying so. When I'm at my worst, even now, when I'm down in Louisiana, maybe a half a pack a day. But then I only smoked halfies too, and I'd flick the other half out. So I was smoking maybe a quarter of a pack. So Chuck a Shoe is a great game. I always win, says
so
Lewis.
Chuck a shoe, get CPS at your door. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, CPS. Where'd you get the bruise on your head? My mom threw a shoe at me. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, where's CPS? We need to interview you. So, hey, Jennifer Roberts, my yeoman. Good to see you.
Thank
200 cigarettes in a carton. Holy crap.
Thanks for saying
Who could
happy birthday.
smoke 200 cigarettes a day? Does anybody really do that?
I don't know.
You'd have to be... It takes about 10 minutes to quickly burn off a cigarette. If you did 200 a day, holy crap. Well, I know what you mean. You might have been exaggerating a little bit, but a carton of cigarettes in a day or thereabouts is a lot of smoking. So far, yes, but it's going to come down soon, says Field Guy to Durwood. So, and by the way, those of you who are coming in late, remember Sunday mornings, it's not a formal show. It's not an official show. This is informal. This is where Raini and I can come and talk to you. And Raini, who's not all her mental faculties are working as well today as she would like. So, but she's here anyway. I said, look, you don't have to come on. She goes, yeah, I want to come on. So she's here. Mm-hmm. But we're not following a formal format on Sundays. So that'll be Monday through Friday. The 9 o'clock show. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Over there for you in England, Jennifer, it would be 3 a.m. for the live show. All of those of you in Australia, because we have a huge Australian and New Zealand audience, that would be about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, I think it is, the next day. So you're actually, we're time traveling out there. It'll be tomorrow at 2 o'clock when you catch the show live, when it's 9 o'clock here in the evening. Tomorrow we get the blah, blah, blah fake live show, says Doug. Yeah, it's not going to be a fake live show. It's going to be a live show tomorrow.
It'll be live, but it's still blah, blah, blah.
It's still blah, blah. What do you know?
I know everything.
What do you know? How many of my shows have you listened to recently? In the last year, how many of my shows?
A whole show or just some minutes?
There's your answer right there. A whole show or just a minute? I've listened to a minute every now and then.
Yeah, I listen to a couple minutes here and there.
My wife doesn't read my books. She doesn't listen to my shows. She's got me.
Can't read your books.
She's
got
talk
me all the time when you're around. I have no time to read.
She's got me. She's got the live show right here. She got the live book with pictures.
Well, not only that, but serious. Any book you've written while we've been together, you're reading it to me constantly anyways. What's the point of
when I write it?
And I already feel like I don't have enough time, and rereading, rewatching, whatever. It's a lot. It takes a lot.
So, yeah. So, prophets are without honor in their own country, as Jesus said. So.
Profits? What about money?
Nothing.
I like making profits.
So, but anyways, he smokes a lot, says Field Guy. There you go. I know what you meant. I knew it was exaggeration, but I know what you mean. He smokes all the time. I know some friends of mine that smoke 2 packs a day, 2 to 4 packs a day, they told me. And I thought I was excessive smoking 10 cigarettes a day. So every now and then. I did have somebody tell me that if you're going to smoke, he was a health guy. We used to have him. He's got his own radio show, Robert Scott Bell. Funny that he's got a name that's a lot like mine. But we used to have him on 10 years ago. And he still does his health show, Robert Scott Bell. And he was talking to us about cigarettes once, about 7-8 years ago. No, go away.
Little hands tried to steal this from behind the computer.
Almost knocking the computer over.
I'm going to throw
And so he said, if you're going to smoke, he says, there is no healthy cigarette. He says, but if you're going to smoke, he says, the healthiest quote unquote cigarette would be American Spirits.
It's a living room theme.
He said because they add no additional chemicals. It's all natural. And so if you're going to smoke American Spirits. They would not necessarily be better for you, but they aren't as bad for you. There you go. A lot of my smokes burn up in the ashtray, says Steve Clark. Yeah, that's the way I do too. A lot of them burn up in the ashtray. And Raini used to come out and say, if you're going to smoke that, smoke it. Otherwise, don't spend the money.
Yeah, smoke it or put it out. You're just burning cash at that point.
Yep.
Can you get this to Mom?
Shanks. I asked her.
Okay. Just the constant reaching around and behind and underneath the computer.
You don't like a reach around once in a while?
I do.
Quit bitching.
That's a different context. It's a totally different thing. So, anyway. Right, Scotty Roberts, says Susie Q. Boom. There you go. Healthiest, least harmful. Yeah, Joe, Texas Joe, that's about it. He said it's probably the least harmful cigarette to you is the all-natural ones. So American Spirits, he said. So if you're going to smoke and be unhealthy, he says at least smoke American Spirits. He told us that about 10 years ago. So Field Guy says, reach around. Yeah. See, she perked up. Yeah. So, ow! That wasn't a reach around. That was a smack.
That was a reach back. That was a reach back.
That was a backhand. Get out of there. Here you go. There you go. Now.
No, thank you.
Now you can.
No, thank you.
Yeah, do it now.
No, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. No. So,
we'll add one of those in just for fun.
Hey, fair game on that.
Nope.
No. Oh, what do you think? I have 2 hands full of, guys.
My hands.
There you go. That's as raunchy as it gets on this show.
Yep.
So that's as R-rated as it gets. But she did just grab my junk and thwack my
It was a
testicles.
smack back. It was a smack back.
It was a backhand. So no, don't. That hurts whether you think it does or not. She finds that very funny and comical.
Oh.
So Doug Stack says, I got a new contract with Odyssey Radio. They're putting me on in place of the Intrepid Radio Show. Well, you go, Doug.
Nice.
I'll tune in.
Yeah.
Save me time.
I'll listen to that one.
Teresa says, TMI, Roberts, I think she's talking to both of us.
Yeah.
TMI.
TMI,
What?
Scotty.
What?
Shut your mouth.
How does Elderberry says, how does Raini get Scotty's attention? Whack. So boom. I got a new kind of people can get lung cancer from incense even. Yes, they can, Steve Clark, or even wood smoke if they're in it for long periods of time. That's very true. It's carcinogens. It's not tobacco. It's carcinogens. It's burning something and inhaling it that causes cancer.
You okay over there?
So
the little table that's in between the sofas.
yes.
I set my charger on that last night. Did anybody grab it?
Which probably a kid.
I asked the kids to charge my phone.
Oh, it's an
Do you know where that is?
No, yeah, no.
The mundane of the Roberts family.
There's like a gajillion cords.
Sam,
behind
come
there,
around
though.
here and say hi. You know what they called Sam down there when he was on the radio? The leprechaun.
Nice.
Because there's Sam. There he is, folks.
Hey, everybody.
That's my 20-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, if you want your hat, you have to go find it. Yeah.
All right.
It's
Oh,
outside.
the kids are playing games with him now.
Anyways,
if you want
just-
your
Oh,
hat,
yeah.
you got to go
Look
find it.
behind the couch and look behind
So-
the table.
It's
probably-
outside, not inside.
Probably.
No,
Hey,
he's
help
looking
Sam
for
find
his
his
phone
charger,
cord.
guys.
And make sure my phone's plugged in.
Teresa says, Sam, I am. So, Teresa says, put your face up here. Dougie and Field Guy, what's the name on your new show? Yeah, what's the name of your new show? Doug and Field Guy? Dumb and Dumber. oh, I didn't mean that. It just popped into my head, and I don't know why.
Here, this one's for you, Doug.
Oh, stop. Stop. She's going for my nipple erection. It's because it's cold in here. So you can tell it's cold. You
It's
can't in this
warm in
light.
here. Guess who's not used to the cold?
Yeah, it's...
I was severely uncomfortable yesterday in the high 80s.
Yeah, it was high 80s here yesterday, and it was uncomfortable outside, but there was a nice breeze going through. We didn't have the air on or anything. Dumb and dumb F.
Yeah, Sam asked, he's like, you got air in this place? It's like, I'm not turning the air on.
We had the ceiling fans going. It was like Casablanca. So
I don't know where my phone is. It's not supposed to be very hot today.
see, she always grabs me. She always pinches my nipples when I'm not looking. Can I help it if I have perpetual nipple erection? And I'm not saying that because it's X-rated or TMI. It's just the way if I was walking shirtless on the beach, you'd see it. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Well, it's better than having giant nipples as a man and then they mush in.
Giant nipples with mushed in. It's like an innie belly button.
Yeah.
You're mushing puffy nipples on a guy. It's gross. Man, please don't mention erection, says Elderberry. Okay, I won't mention it.
Did you want me to say erection?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No.
So
I'm burpy.
So anyway, why does our show always, it doesn't degrade, it just flows to sexual talk and stuff every now and then. So,
Yeah, well, we can talk. We
we can
can
talk about other stuff.
other stuff. So I don't know. I've had twice now with people talking of GoFundMe. So maybe we need to start a GoFundMe
Sure.
for
But
rainy day farms.
Rainy Day Farms. That's one thing.
And we can start our pumpkin
That's the whole
patch
thing, though. Who's
and
going to
berry
go to a
patch.
GoFundMe to help somebody buy a house?
I don't know.
Everybody wants to buy a house.
It's not even a house.
So,
But I saw there was a chick. They had a chick on TV last spring, and she wanted a farm, and she got all of her funding. But her whole thing behind her GoFundMe was, she was black. She was black, and she wanted a farm.
I remember that.
And she got all of her funding plus a shit ton more. But nobody really does want to support people who aren't of a different color,
that's the political
ancestry.
tone of the country. So
we should drive to Arkansas and meet with my family I haven't met. Maybe
I told
we can
Rainy,
come up with different historical backgrounds. Maybe I can really be an Indian.
Well, Rainy's got Native American her, but it's minuscule.
I'm supposed to. But I've never met with that side of the family.
So, but if you were going to go for a public crowdfunding to buy property in a house and stuff like that, I would probably house that in a business and say, look, Rainy's trying to start her berry business or a lavender business or a whatever kind of. I only say lavender.
You keep saying lavender. That's your thing.
I was already putting a caveat in there. And that's because that was something I thought of.
It's not just Rainy's dream anymore. It's Scotty's too. It's my time to shine. I want my pumpkin patch, my berry patch.
Yeah. I don't care what you want to do. I support it. Whatever
he doesn't care what I want to do.
I don't care what it is, the topic, whatever.
He don't care.
I support whatever my wife wants to do. Now, if I want to get involved, then I get in trouble. Oh, yeah, you could do something like, no, shut up. I don't want to hear that. I just want it to be my ideas. Okay, do your idea.
I don't want to do lavender.
So we don't do lavender.
You can do lavender.
I don't care. So, we could, but, it'd be a shift in my career. Hey, Scotty, is going to be Indian that could work? I don't know. Scotty, you talk that badly about yourself. She has native in her, but it's very minuscule. Ha, 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 ha. No, mine would be, hey, you got a little Welsh in you? Would you like some? So, boom. There it is. Would you like a little bit of Welsh? She goes, oh, I get that all the time. So, hey, maybe short, but it's thin. So.
You say that. What really makes me giggle with the kids is Rowan and Flynn don't understand it yet, but Rowan all the time will tell Flynn, you have a big penis, which Flynn is nobody sees anything. And
Flynn he doesn't even take his shirt out of the swimming pool.
And I think Rowan thinks that's supposed to be an insult, but I don't want to really tell her anything about that because she's not at that stage yet.
Yep.
And Flynn gets really mad, but I'm like, Flynn, you realize that's like a big compliment.
That's a huge compliment, dude. Just take it and run with it.
But he doesn't like to hear any of that.
But
he is like, no, he doesn't.
When you get older, you don't go to your friends and go, my sister says I have a big dick. That's bad. That's bad.
Kids are dumb.
And it's because they see stuff, not because you tell them. You don't do anything improper or untoward, but every now and then you get caught getting out of the shower or bending over when you're dropping your towel out of the shower and the kid comes in, they go, oh, or, you get caught doing, vodio do, whatever you want to call it. And the kid walks in the room, you go, thought you were outside playing. Uh-huh. Or like that one time where we're sitting on the sofa and you plop in my lap. And we hear giggling all of a sudden. And two little girls are on the stairway. You're supposed to be in bed. Go to bed. Then, of course, it's done for the night at that point. You don't get nowhere. Texas Joe said, well, it's good the young man is guarded about his body. I like that. Well, guarded is one thing. I think overly sensitive is another thing. I think he's shy about certain parts of his body. He didn't want to go do his scouting swimming tests today.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? Yeah, they have swimming tests tomorrow for summer camp. He didn't want to go. He doesn't care because he doesn't want to take his shirt off at the pool. Know what they're doing, but I hear things bumping around out there. Yeah. So
hey, what are we doing?
So my son's a little guarded about his body and things. which is maybe okay. It's not a big deal. But I'm like, son, come on, go get your testing done. Get it out of the way. But he doesn't want to. So I'm not going to make him.
I'm making him take the test.
Are you going to make him go?
Nope.
Mom's going to make him go. So.
I think he needs to.
Well, you'll walk him through it slowly. This is Texas Joe.
And the kid has a swim shirt.
So should scouts not have all the guys come in to get tested at the same time at the pool? I don't know.
It's cheaper to have everybody go at once.
Cheaper to everybody go at once.
Then they only have to rent it for an hour versus.
So what we have to do then is cater to our son's insecurity. Or do you help him get through the insecurity?
Shove him in the pool and
shove him in the pool. So
see if he sinks or swims.
Yeah, in a few years he'll be taking his shirt off to show it off at the beach. Yep. Hey.
No, he won't. I don't think he ever will.
I don't think he's that kind of. I don't think he has that mentality, which is fine. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to force him to be anything. So.
Except a dishwasher.
Yeah, he's got to be a dishwasher. So. Sam went and helped him. Sam got home yesterday at 1:30. Hadn't had a nap or anything, and right away he's upstairs. He's helping Flynn clean his room because Flynn was fighting his mom for the whole 3 months I was gone about cleaning his room. Sam's like, so hey, let's go up and get that done so you can go do this and you can get your privileges, and because he gets privileges taken away, he gets his switch, his gaming stuff taken away if he talks back to his mom and doesn't do what he's supposed to. And so he wanted to play. He asked for special dispensation to have his switch back to play games with Sam. He said, no, you still have not done what you were supposed to do. And so Sam said, come on, let's go work that out.
And
so
then they
Sam
got the
went
room all done, and Flynn's like, I get Pokemon cards too, right? And I'm like, well, your
yeah, he
closet's
added to
not
the
done.
deal. Yeah.
And, well, you didn't say that.
You didn't say my closet too.
Well, you didn't say you wanted Pokemon and a Switch. Like, your chores need to be done.
Yeah, chores got to be done.
And now that it's done, as long as he keeps picking it up daily, takes 5 minutes out of the day and throws his trash away and puts his clothes in the dirty bin, his room will stay clean.
Texas Joe said, I played college football, so we all showered openly. Yeah, it was that way. It's that way in the Marine Corps, too. You all showered in the same big shower stall, the circular one, with the post in the middle and the showers going all the way around the shower heads, going all the way around the circular post. Got 20 guys standing in a circle taking showers. So Rainey's like, oh. Yeah, 20 Marines showering. So
yeah, and probably
the pool thing.
Probably, I don't know what's the percentage of gay people in that. A lot.
Probably a few.
Well, any of the stories you watch on when did you know you were gay? Well, I knew I was gay, but I joined the Marines and I was, the best.
I'm going to tell you something. My belief on that, watching those stories, those kind of shows, those kind of news things, that's to promote an agenda. That's to promote a narrative.
That was even before now.
I think it's few and far between.
The most manly of men usually are gay. And
yeah.
I don't know about the most feminine females. I don't know. You never see their stories.
Manly men aren't gay.
I don't know. You look at the stories of percentage of.
I'm a manly man.
I know you are.
And I'm not gay.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, really? You think so? What I have demonstrated to you for the last 16 years, you think I'm gay?
I think you and John have a really weird attachment, and I swear he is your secret lover.
John Ward. Nah.
And that's why it ended so badly and why he hates me.
We didn't. John Ward and
John and I ended badly because John was in love with Scotty.
That is not the truth. I'm not going to talk about that because he's not here to defend himself. But you know what? No, it's not the truth. So, John and I did not have a single shred of our relationship as friends, good man buddies, masculine man buddies that had a thing to do with being gay. And so Rock Hudson was gay. Yeah, but he was only a manly man on screen. That was his screen persona. So Doug says, why do they block the word gay? And Doug says gay, 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 gay.
Don't know.
Why is that automatically blocked? They must put certain keywords in YouTube that you can't say. So let the Yuletide gay. Can you even say that anymore?
Probably not. Type in.
Deck the halls with balls of holly. La 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 fa la la la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Da fa la 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 la.
Type in Don we now our gay apparel. Whatever.
Here. On we now our gay apparel. Well, see, it shows up because I'm the moderator. I'm the owner of the channel. So
somebody else type that in.
Broken back Egypt.
Nice. Yeah.
Broke back Egypt. No. Gaylord Perry, probably a very tough guy. Probably Texas Joe. Broke back Egypt, says Teresa. Yeah. I can't leave you. I cannot leave you. Inshallah.
I can't quit you.
Oh, I can't quit you. I can't quit you. I can't quit you. Quit you. Inshallah. I can't quit you. I can quickie you, but I can't quit you. So he threw the spitter. So see you, Durwood. Okay, bye. This time for real.
Bye.
See you, Durwood. Glad to have you here this morning. So
Romeldi went through. Did somebody have to? He wrote in Don we now our gay apparel.
Oh yes, Don we now our gay apparel. And maybe sometimes it shows up. Maybe it's because Doug said gay, 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 and it blocked him.
Maybe.
So Texas Joe says, yeah, but imagine the jokes. You know, one thing this show proves, Raini may not be in a sexual mood, or either me. Well, I am all the time, but
yeah,
we can talk. What's that?
All the time.
So, but talking about it, the human being is a sexual creature. We are sexual animals. Now we go through phases. Sometimes Rainy, it's like, guys, you know what it's like. We compartmentalize. Women, it's all in one big box.
Yeah, one big box.
You call my box big? Oh, stop pinching. Look at how the way she has me react. All she does is put her fingers near my nipples, and I jump. But that's the thing, guys, we compartmentalize. You got the business box. Let's call it, use a house analogy. We got the business room. You got the sports room. You got the mowing the lawn room. You got the sex room. You got all these things. And we generally can hop from room to room, go from door to door. And the other one doesn't affect the other one. You could have just come in out of sweaty, using a sigh to chop down the weeds on 4 acres of land. You come in all sweaty and swarthy and full of stuff, and your wife goes, now give it to me now for the love of God. And you're like, yeah, baby, let's go. And she's like, oh, shower first. And the guy's like, oh yeah, I suppose I should. So, and women, on the other hand, they don't have the different rooms that are divided by doors, the compartmentalizing. Women, you open the front door to their house, and it's all one big room.
It's the giant she shed.
It's the she shed.
Field guy, sex room. Where's that at?
The sex room. Where is that at? You don't know where that is? Oh yeah, he's the 40-year-old virgin. Remember? So, and I jest, field guy. I know you get sex once every 8 years or so, but and that's when you've saved up enough money for it. I'm kidding you, field guy. I love you. I'm glad you're here.
This is for you.
Ow, stop. She just wants to touch my nipples.
That one was for you, field guy, for him making fun of you.
So
no making fun.
When you shower, you lose all the pheromones, which got her hot in the first place. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, Teresa Dantone's got that right. Sex room, wherever the kids ain't.
That's where the kids go.
That's where they always find the way in.
Yeah.
So, what's going on in here? It smells funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Field guy says the hookers are free. Oh, really? That's New Orleans for you.
Nice.
So, Yeah, you get it where you can, Teresa. Exactly. When you can, while you can. Sometimes it's, you take the kids to school. I'll drive the kids to school in the morning, and she'll still be just getting up and helping them get out the door. And, my wife wears, and I'm not giving away any secrets here, boxer shorts, men's boxer shorts, and the little string tank tops with.
I got one on right now.
Braless. Let's see.
See, just a little tank top.
Yep. Little tank top. That's what she wears to bed. And so she'll get up in the morning.
Because as I've breastfed for the last 10 years and my age has gone up in years, my boobs have gotten a little more flabby. I got to hold them.
They are not flabby.
I got to hold them to my chest so I don't squish my own nipples while I sleep.
Let's see. As decently as you can. Let's see. What are you talking about?
You can't see.
Oh, you can't see the light. So stand up.
No.
Okay. See, there you go. Not that I'm trying to show off my wife, just sake of conversation. I don't think my wife's body and what she believes to be, and all of you who are a little older, who are women.
I need to just start this off. First off, I don't have a problem with my body. I sleep in a tank top, seriously, because breastfeeding for 10 years and my age, they sag. And when I roll over at night, sometimes I roll on my own freaking nipples and it hurts.
Ow.
So I have to sleep with a tank top.
You need to roll into me.
To hold them to my body so that I don't smush my own friggin' nipples.
So the only reason she used to sleep naked. And it's like, when did you start wearing clothes to bed?
When I started squishing my own nipples in the middle of the night.
See, my whole point was I'll drive the kids to school and I'll come home. She'll be sitting there having coffee, hasn't dressed, hasn't done her hair yet. And I'm like, yeah, baby. And she's like, no, not right now.
This is me time.
It's just me time. Mm-hmm. Yes, the booby smash, says Teresa. What did Barry say? Elder Barry said, oh, he's all eyes. Here you go, Barry. Here you go. There you go.
Turn sideways so see it sticks out right there.
See, oh, that's it. There, I just felt like Rocky all of a sudden, showing off his. So I don't mean this show to be nasty or anything like that. We're just being fun.
Oh.
So, nipple talk, says Doug Stack. Yep. Field guy. I know those clubs knit to go in. Haha. Well, I know the clubs not to go in. He's probably saying. Yeah, I'll bet you do. So, Lucky Stone, my channel is so tiny. I said, oh, well, I don't care. But my friend told me to fight it only to show YouTube that there is an issue with their system. Lucky, I'm not quite sure the whole context of that. But I get it. I think I get it. Third eye and the third nipple. Yeah, Teresa. I got a third nipple. So it's like a little nipple that grows off of the side of my nipple. You can't really tell it's there unless you're really looking. It was Raini that was like,
what
you got a third nipple there. No, I don't.
You're a witch.
What are you talking about? So, well, I'm getting lots of blocked things. Texas Joe, Raini, Scotty, roll over. You're on one of my nipples. It ain't that bad. She thinks it's bad. My wife looks, and I'm just going to say this. I'm not trying to be titillating or anything. Pardon the language. My wife is fabulous naked.
Your legs.
And she's amazing. It doesn't, she has not, all my wife has got going for her body right now. She's had 3 kids and she's in her 40s. It's like, so the hell what?
Well, you're the one who keeps saying I have a problem. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm not saying you have a problem.
I know that my boobs have gotten saggy over the years and I squish my own nipples.
Your boobs are like your boobs aren't 18-year-old boobs anymore.
No, they're not. But I have to do things now to keep from rolling on my own nipples.
So, but
I don't
it's
know.
okay.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, do you? That's why you flinch every time.
I don't pinch your nipples. I don't do that.
I know,
to you.
but that's what it's like when I roll over on them in my bed, or
there you go.
if the dog decides to walk over and lay next to me.
Field guy's got some Appalachian love going on there. My cousin is 52. She looks like she's 22. She has good genes. Nice. Yeah, Raini has great genes. So I think Raini looks fabulous.
Yeah, I get my jeans at Duluth Trading Co.
Yeah.
Wait, now, those jeans.
Now there's something to be said about being tired out. You know, Raini's tired out, and Raini needs a vacation.
Hells yeah, I do.
So she's going to go, like we said, to Alaska to go visit. What else were you going to do this summer? There was something else you were talking. Oh, you and I. There was talk. She was talking to my daughter Bryn, whose husband owns the tattoo shop, about she and I just taking some time going down and visiting them this summer and getting some tattoo work done. So
it's a 4-hour. They have a 4-month wait list though, so I don't think it's possible.
Doug Stacks is Rainy. Just imagine Scotty's nuts. They must be dragging by his ankles by now.
Right.
Right. What? Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Or I get the funny point you're trying to make, Doug. Ha ha ha. Stop. If you're gonna go for him, just go.
Nope.
There it is.
Nope.
All right. Wearing sweatpants. She's so mean. She's mean to me. So yeah, we're going to Disney World in September. So
the girls just surprised.
They flew up here. My daughters flew up here last week, and a week before I got home, and they flew up just to surprise the kids. They came and they brought them little backpacks, Disney backpacks, and Disney. They had vests made for them with their favorite Disney characters on them. Flynn got the Mandalorian on his because Disney owns it, and the girls got Minnie Mouse and somebody else. So
Rowan got Vanellope.
Oh yeah,
from Wreck-It Ralph, and Ellie is totally loves Elsa.
Yeah.
So she got Elsa on the horse, but she doesn't like the horse.
Oh wow. But yeah, we're still going. It's in September. So they've got the airfares already paid for. We're going to the Wilderness Hotel on site. The Wilderness Lodge on site at Disney World. We'll be staying there for a week. Then we'll have a couple of days where we can go out. They want to take the kids to Harry Potter World over at Universal. And I want to see that too, frankly. Macabre Menace says, dude, it's Monday, 12:27 a.m. What the? Glad you're home. Me too. Sterling, it's good to see you over there in Osaka, Japan. And you know what? It's this is the Sunday morning show. What time is it? It's 10:27. We've been going for an hour and a half. So, and Sunday morning again, anybody joining late, informal. We're just talking, just having fun. And by the way, no matter what Rainey says, she's not like saggy. It's not like a pair of,
again,
pantyhose with oatmeal in the bottom.
I don't have a problem.
That's not what Rainey is. Rainey has no problem. And she does not look bad at all. And that's okay. We're just talking about physical appearance. I love the way her body looks.
I have thought about the Botox though for this and this.
No.
And then these.
No Botox. Don't inject poison into your skin.
Well, now I don't work at the place, so I don't get a discount, and I definitely won't do anything if there's no discount.
That's right. So
I'm cheap.
Yeah. She's cheap. So if you guys can't tell by pictures I post of Rainey up on my Facebook page, the safe ones, and my Instagram, Rainey's got no problem in the body arena. So Fort Wilderness on the Disney property, says Roger Rabbit. You could take a boat to the park from the campground. It was always a great time. That's very cool. No botulism, says Elderberry. So why, thank you, Sterling.
Yeah, well,
see, I'm a handsome dude.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you. My wife will never tell me, but she brags to all her friends about what a handsome dude I am.
Yeah, sexy grandpa.
Sexy grandpa. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even a grandpa yet.
I know. What's up with that?
I know.
I need grandbabies.
So we'll have grandbabies
not
soon
for my kids.
Enough.
Not for my kids.
Yeah, you're going to be at least 60 before we have grandbabies from our kids.
I was going to say not for at least another, Rowan's 9.
Well, 20, Flynn is 12.
29 years.
Flynn is 12.
20 years.
And Rowan is 9. And Ellery's 6. So
and she is going to have
at least
all
20
the babies.
years.
She loves babies.
Well, that might change when she's in her 20s.
I don't know.
Yeah, Rainey's in great shape, Teresa. You're right.
She's going to live next to me so we can raise her babies together.
There you go. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
She can live next to me, too.
Right?
So, yeah, Rainy.
Hopefully you'll still be alive.
Yeah, hopefully I'll still be around in 20 years. So I'll only be 80 in 20 years. Rainy will be the age I am now. She'll be 61 in 20 years. So let's see, Field Guy. My mom's been bugging me for grandkids. Like, I need a woman first. Yeah. You have a baby with a girl right now, Field Guy. They're not going to be living at home. You got to be married. You got to be in a relationship.
You don't have to
for
be
that
married,
to work.
but
Well,
you got to be in a
to
relationship
be able to have your kids living at home.
You don't have to be married.
So, well, you can all live together, I suppose.
Just because you're old and stuck in the old ways, you do not
Oh,
have
yeah.
to be married to have a family.
Thousands and thousands of years of human civilization, and I'm 19 years older than my wife, and I'm old-fashioned. So, Field Guy says, I'm going to be dead in 20 years. You're going to be dead at 60? Really, Field Guy? No, I'm going to be around till I'm 104. That's my prediction. 104. My doc told me my graft on my heart will outlive my body. So, the person that was saying that, Rainey was looking at the article written by a doctor, cardiologist of some kind, said that taking the Nitro, they said, you'll probably outlive your doctors.
Yep.
They said.
But that's taking that's not like overusing your Nitro, but
yeah.
Whenever you have
a regular
any
regimen.
sign, when you have any sign of chest pain, or if you know you're going to be doing something to cause your chest pain, to take that Nitro. Yep. And that helps keep everything open and going.
Yeah, blood flowing. My one artery that they didn't regraft, that had 76% blockage on it 4 years ago. They said now that, and I've mentioned this before, they said now all the blood vessels around, they have a stent up in that one, but all the blood vessels have gone around the blockage and reattached. The blood vessels grew themselves. So I'm getting better blood flow in there than I did before. So, yeah, you don't have to be in a relationship to have kids. Let me state the technicality here. I'm saying if you don't want to have problems over custody issues and where the kids live, if you want to have a home that kids grow up where mom and dad are there all the time and around them and raising them together, you generally want to be married. So you don't have to be married.
No, you can make
common
a commitment.
law.
You can make a commitment without having to be married.
Yeah, you can be a commitment and live under the same roof and raise your kids together and be committed to each other. Yeah, it's all just, doing the end run around marriage. What's everybody got with marriage now? Or you can be committed. Well, it's the same thing. Okay, one's a legal recognition, the other one isn't.
One's more costly when you decide to be done versus the other.
Yeah, it's the legalities.
So you want to get divorced. A divorce costs no less than $10,000. So if you don't ever actually,
well, let's say you are not married, you made that commitment 18 years in, and you've got 3 kids that are ranging from grade school to middle school. Do you think that there might not still be grounds for custody battles, even though you're not married?
Depends on, I guess, how they decide to split up.
Yeah. So. Well, I don't ever have to want to worry about that. So, let's see. I never want to get married just cuz, said Field Guy. There you go. Let's see. This message is held for review. I'm not giving any woman 50% of my shit. There you go. Well, there you go. That's not a concern. When you love somebody and you want to get it's rarely a concern. I didn't make Rainey sign any prenups, and she didn't make me sign any.
That's to be like, you didn't really have anything.
I didn't really have anything. I didn't have it. Now, if I was worth billions of dollars or millions of dollars, would I have asked for a prenup? Probably not, because I never got out of Rainey that she was there for any untoward reason. And she was there because she loved me. So, and vice versa. So what happens when you die, if you don't have a will and you're not married? Probate? Yeah, usually. That's what happens.
I would hope that you're smart enough to have a will.
Yeah. I've got a will, but it's not a legal will right now. So I have to make it legal. So, it's like Sam gets one of my swords and he gets my ring. He wants his ring when I die. And I said, no, bury me in it. And I said, no, of course you get it, Sam, if you want it. Who gets my comic book collection? So my wife gets all my artwork. But my daughters, Abby and Bryn, they want to have some dibs on that. So I will have Rainey work that out with them. But Rainey is the executor of my estate, and she would dole out who gets what, but she'd also be fair. So
I would just take what I wanted and then they could have the rest because it's a lot of shit.
I got boxes full of old artwork.
I'd be like, here you go.
My daughters one time, when I was in the hospital having my heart surgery 4 years ago, they went back to the house with Rainey at one point, and they were going through all my drawers, looking at all the artwork I have in the drawers and the boxes, and said, Dad, can we take this? And so on.
Well, and some of it was all
There, Sterling again. Rainey, who is that handsome guy?
What? Where?
Yeah, shut it.
A lot
she
of what
knows I'm handsome, Sterling.
They took was a lot of the artwork you did for their
for their stuff
and all
their business. So
yeah.
My wife secretly loves me a lot. So stop. Don't tell people that about me.
No, I just love you a little bit.
Oh, okay. She just loves me a little bit. So she loves me. She would move to the ends of the earth with me. So there you go.
Probably not. Not the ends.
Yeah.
The ends are cold.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the ends. Somewhere in the middles. So I want a nice climate. See, we could move someplace I would be willing to move to someplace like a tropical island. But what I mean by that is like the Caribbean, somewhere in the Caribbean, where you've got civilization. We could move to Key Largo, Key West, someplace like that would be kind of fun. But then you got hurricanes and junk. Yep. And you got lots of humidity. I don't like humidity. But if you live down there, you can, walk around in shorts and tank tops all day. So, all the time. So, that's the little Welsh she gets. That's the little Welshman.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So, yeah, but there's times he's the big Welshman. Jeez. Oh, she feigns such disgust now. This used to be, my wife used to love getting nasty, talking with me and stuff like that. Now it's like, oh, whatever. Oh, I can't believe he's talking that way again. Oh, jeez. You want what again? Oh, jeez. No, I'm not showing you my boobs. No. I'm like, come on, just show me your boobs. Show me your boobs. Give me a quick flash. No.
Mm-mm.
No. Here's $50.
Okay.
There you go. So it costs more money now.
It does.
It does. But she still loves me. I tell her, do it for love. Show me your boobs for love. So
I don't work unless I get paid.
Yep. She's got to get paid now. It's 16 years. See, I have always gone against that narrative. I fight against that narrative. Just because you've been together for a long time, why should that mean your attraction to each other diminishes, or your love for each other diminishes, or your affection for each other diminishes? It shouldn't. If it does, then you shouldn't have gotten together in the first place. And so, I'm like, Dustin Brill is here, Virginia Brill's husband.
I'll be right back. I need more head meds.
Boobs cost like $3.50. It's this field guy.
$3.50.
$3.50.
I don't know what kind of boobs he's seeing.
Yeah. What are you seeing? So Rainey's are like $50 on the scale of $3.50 and up. So, somebody's getting in trouble out there. Let me sit more central here, since my wife has left the room. There you go. So, mine never diminishes, but that's what people say. Yeah, mine doesn't either. My love for my wife does not diminish. And so, it's just growing stronger and bolder. No, it's not funny stuff. It's just vape. So, let's see. Steph said, if I'm told, show me your boobs, I say, if I'm going to show them, you better lick them. There you go. Yeah. Rainey doesn't want to just show them off. There's got to be action. It's all action. So Steph says, if somebody says, show me your boobs, she says, then you better lick them.
I gotta lick them?
No, I would have to.
Oh.
Kiss them. Nuzzle them.
Gross.
Gross. Oh, so gross. All this sexual talk. So gross.
I was pretty sure I was clear in the do not put food on my puzzle table.
I thought you were going to say boobs.
Somebody has chips and salsa on my puzzle table.
I thought it was pretty clear, Scotty. I don't want food on my boobs.
Food on my boobs. My puzzle table.
No, I'm not into that either. I'm into all natural. So can't argue with that logic, Steph, says Field Guy. See where we degrade. This isn't really degraded conversation, though. Come on. We're all sexual beings. We all talk about this stuff. I think the fun of talking about this stuff is that we actually can talk about it and not be worried about it. It's like when I talk about political correctness and you talk about the N-word. We have words like that because nobody knows what word you're actually talking about. You can't say the word. So, let's see. Elderberry, she's sweet, and I'm glad my little messages about boobies don't make her mad. I don't know if you're talking about Rainy, but my messages about boobies don't make her mad. She just says, stop pushing me.
Yeah.
And so,
pestering
don't
Pete.
pester me. And so, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, pestery Pete.
Come on, I'm not pestering.
I'm calling pestery Paul. No, pestery Pete sounds better.
Pestery Pete. So, well, folks, I think we're going to wrap it up. It's 10:40.
Yeah,
and we have talked about absolutely nothing substantive this morning. We've just been having coffee. Boobs are substantive. My wife's boobs are substantive. I like them. I do not have to fear rolling over on them as much as she jokes around about that. They are very shapely and very fine. So I just want that out there for the public audience to know about you.
Okay.
They're mighty fine.
Thank you.
Sure. And my arm is brushing up against one of them right now. And I'm okay with that. See, no hands. It's just my forearm. So, and I'm okay with that. So, let's see. Oh, yes, I have. All right, folks. That's enough of that talk for the day. And here, I'm going to move this just a little bit so you see more of my wife. And we're going to get out of here. We're going to sign out for the day. We got stuff to do. Hey, everybody out of my office.
Okay,
she can count out in the living room. There are friends over now, the little kids, and they're all in here.
We're watching a kid because somebody needed to take another kid to the emergency room.
Who? Oh, that's Haley?
Yeah.
So Harley went to the emergency room? All right. Well, that's too bad. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thanks for just having fun talk. If we were sitting around a fire or sitting on the patio drinking coffee, talk would be about the same. So we appreciate you coming in. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Intrepid radio program, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. This week, we're going to be doing something where we're going to try to get set up where we can broadcast live to Odyssey Radio. They have a live visual, video, audio show over there as well. And so we'll see what we can do to get that worked out. We'll do the obligatory times for radio slots and then continue on in the chat room if we go any longer than an hour. So there you go. Doug, you've already asked me that question. I'm not going to do fake live. I don't like fake live. Now, if I'm going to pre-record a show, I'll tell you, it's pre-recorded tonight. But I like doing live because I love the live interaction. So there you go.
Only fake if there's somewhere he has to be.
GTSU, Rainy and everyone. I have no idea what GTSU means. Get the shut up. Get the go to South Ukraine. I don't know what GTSU means.
It sounds dirty.
So it does. Yeah. Let's go check it out. Let's go check out GTSU.
Right.
You up for some GTSU?
Totes.
All right, guys. That's it. That's all we got. We're going to get out of here. This show is recorded before a studio audience. There you go.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this show will be available in archive almost immediately. However, the chat room doesn't show up for it takes 24 hours to propagate the chat room. I don't know why. I think YouTube wants to check it first. They're censoring us or something.
GTSU, it's good to see you.
Oh, good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you, Doug Stack. All right, guys, you guys have a good Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow night, and live long and prosper. Boom. Just like that.
Yeah.
And so here we go.
Okay.
We'll see you later. We'll give you this for tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye, guys.
What?
You're listening to the Intrepid Radio program with Scotty Roberts. Intelligent talk